Hey, what's up? Haven't done a beer review in a long time, so I'm back and I roped Mare in, and we're gonna do it. So,
When was our last one?
over a year ago, I think.
What was it?
I will post a link in the description.
You actually have to do it then.
Yes, I
Keep
will.
him honest.
I'm good at that. So today we have a couple of the new Flying Dog rarities, which, we love Flying Dog, Maryland Brewery. That's what most of our reviews are, actually. So,
Yeah, that's funny.
yeah.
And it's after Thanksgiving now, so I feel like we can move into Christmas beers and things like that. And they're kind of our favorite anyway. So, I feel like Christmas is such a time where it's like, it's not just IPAs and like light sessionable things. It's like, bring me a porter, bring me a stout.
Right. Or
Or a big old dippa or something like that. Put it in a bourbon barrel.
or some fun ales in Flying Dog's
Yeah.
case. So what I got is they have a Naughty and Nice series
For Christmas.
For Christmas. So this is the Nice series. This is the Holiday Milk Stout, which is 7.2%, 20 IBU, and there's not a lot of other information out about it because it was just added to the lineup this year.
The Naughty seems really interesting. We don't have it today because the beer shop we stopped at didn't have it, but it's an eggnog ale, which I feel like to like 50% of people is like, that's disgusting. Ugh. And for people like me, I'm like, oh, that's
We
weird.
have
I'm
to
into
try
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you
So
have
what
today?
I have a Brewhouse rarity, so it's not going to be one of their regular beers, but it's the Sea Salt Caramel Brown. And I like a brown ale anyway, and I like those weird beers where, it's supposed to taste like something else. They did a mojito beer a while ago that I actually really dug.
Awesome.
It wasn't mojito, it was mint julep.
Oh, yeah.
Flying Dog did that, and it was good in a way that's weird. Like, you don't want to buy 5-6 packs of it, but you want to have one. So we'll let you know what we think of these.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Bottle opener today is brought to you by our buddy Terra, which is an awesome engraved wood magnetic bottle opener. So it lives on the fridge and pulls a lot of
And
big-
hopefully we're like slowly getting through to all of your bottle openers here.
Yeah.
It's quite the collection.
Yep. I bottle openers and glasses. That is my obsession. So let's see how they pour out.
Yeah, we actually just were at a bar the other day and we stumbled across it totally by accident, and they had Bourbon County's 2014 and 2016 stouts. And we just showed up and they were like, would you like one of these? And we said, why, yes, please.
We have to have one.
And then
of
they
these,
just brought
yeah.
us these extra little commemorative glasses, and I think my brother-in-law has some, and they're really cute, and like I think we're probably going to use them as bourbon glasses. But
Oh, they're perfect
really
for
great.
bourbon glasses. Yeah, they're perfect
Well,
for bourbon
I've got
glasses.
this.
You want to go first?
Well, I poured a little bit too much head because I was excited about the Bourbon County, but
Then I can go first. So this beer has a malty, slightly chocolatey nose to it. It pours out with a nice fine little head, which it's actually
not that fine actually.
not that fine. I was just gonna say it's a little coarser than you'd expect for a stout, but definitely the color you'd expect for a stout.
I'm gonna stick my nose in it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a
milk
taste.
chocolatey. It smells
Very.
like chocolate milk. I've had one of these before, and the thing that stood out to me was so creamy. So creamy just because it's got like lots of lactose in it, I'm sure. And if you're
And-
lactose intolerant, don't drink it.
Right, and I've tasted this before too. I always like to taste one before I do an official review to kind of get some tasting notes on it. And it is a great solid beer. And I'll say what I said when I tasted it the first time. It's nothing spectacular. It's not something that's gonna blow your socks off coming from Flying Dog, but it is a very, very solid holiday beer. Coming in at 7.2%, that is kind of the sweet spot of ABV. So, right,
You.
right for me, and I think a lot of other people. I've seen others online who really like that ABV range. So, if you're just looking for a solid, good tasting holiday beer to kind of, take the edge off of those family events, this is a really, really good beer for that. But I really want to hear about this because I actually have not had the one.
Yeah,
that
we
she
just
has.
got a single of this one, and I had it aggressively pouring because I was excited, and it looks like the head's settling down a little bit.
And we are real excited.
I don't
for
spell a
this.
lot in the nose. No, I'm gonna do the 2-sip rule.
Hey, don't let me steal it from you.
That's how I don't let him
But, hey,
steal
don't
it.
let me steal it.
I just steal his that way.
Hey, you gotta get it.
So the first thing that's jumping out at me about this is that I was expecting super duper sweet, like the Southern Tier chocolate, or the Southern Tier mocha or something like that, the creme brulee, and it's not, considering this is 7% also.
Huh.
I'm also seeing these pearl hops pop out everywhere. I think that's what both of these have. So these have just pretty basic malt bills as far as I can tell. This is not super sweet, so if you don't love caramel and you're thinking this is going to taste like a candy bar, it doesn't.
Oh,
Take a taste.
very, very nice. And
It's a little bit drier is almost the word I would use.
Oh, it smells great.
what I
It
did
smells very malty, but not sweet malty like a stout. It's well, it is an ale, and it
I
smells
have
very.
to say, I feel like I put that in the wrong glass because I feel like I'm not smelling it to its full potential.
Well, no, and this is my first time tasting this beer. I don't have tasting notes on it. This is very, very good. I typically don't like caramel in things, but
It's dark too.
it's dark
It's
and
a little bit lighter than the stout, but not by much for the
Not by
considering
much.
it's just a brown ale.
yeah, and it is great. It has just a hint of caramel flavor to it.
I just tried to choke myself with foam. I only got foam in that last sip.
You know that.
Do you see how fast these go down? This is why we share beers most of the time.
Right. This is a good beer, and you know we actually had a candy bar I just finished, which was a sea salt chocolate bar.
Oh yeah, the sea salt caramel.
The
chocolate.
sea salt caramel chocolate
That's a
bar.
good point.
And when we bought this beer today, I was like, it's a shame we just finished that candy bar because I thought it would go well with this, and after tasting this, I know it would go well with
See,
it
I think
now.
it'd be too much. You know, Robbie and I were talking about how suggestible we are. Robbie will say like, "Ooh, like we bottled one of our home brews today, and it's a porter," and I was like, "Oh man, you know, like we had a couple little issues with it," and I was like, "Uh-oh, am I smelling banana? Am I smelling this or whatever?" And as soon as I said that, Robbie started smelling it, and Robbie was like, "You know what? I actually smell vanilla," and I'm like, "Ooh, I smell that now."
Yeah.
So we are both really suggestible to that. So I will say there's that.
And
but
that- yeah.
let
Oh,
me-
I'm sorry, go
So
ahead.
just to finish, like the sea salt, it kind of gives you the mouthfeel of sea salt, but not the actual taste of salt.
You know what?
That's what I was thinking about with this.
I think you're right. I think you're right. And you know, going back to the beer she mentioned, we are bottle conditioning it. We have had some what I call bottle conditioned miracles in the past.
Yeah, it's
And,
amazing. If you get a slight off flavor in some of our homebrew, we've just cured them.
Yeah, and
They
and-
go away in
So-
bottle conditioning. But to be fair, this beer was pretty good. It was our first one done with some
extra stuff.
extra stuff. I guess we're giving it for gifts this year, so we're not going to give it all away. But we'll come back and tell you about that. And
Yeah,
we've
we-
done a homebrew tasting before, so we, should do that.
I was gonna say you'll probably see a review on that beer in February, March, or whenever we can get on a video next. So
You want to give that another taste and smell now that it's had a chance to open up for a second? Literally a second. But I'm sucking this down. This is nice. This is more of a brown beer.
it is.
It does remind me of Saranac's, but I think Saranac's caramel. Don't they do a caramel something or other?
I feel like they do. Yeah.
Theirs
Well-
is a little bit sweeter. I'll say that. This is nice. I would drink this. Honestly, I think this is one of those beers that, like, even. I'm reading the side because, of course, Flying Dog's pretty funny about that. But they say it's for sweet tooth salt fiends and beer lovers alike. And I think it's a nice brown ale.
Yeah.
The caramel isn't overpowering. You think the sea salt not too sweet, so I'm a fan. I'd drink this again. I will give this my new rating system, which is would buy a 6-pack.
Would. And I'm glad you said that because as you were sitting here talking, that's what I was thinking. After having it, and we love buying a single beer because you don't want to buy a 6-pack of something you're going to hate. And after tasting that, I also rated would buy a 6-pack.
Let's see if we can make this work. Do you smell what I smell now? And I've got Robbie's beer, the nice holiday
What do
stout.
you smell? I still
I
smell.
smell espresso.
Yeah. I get more chocolate, but I can see espresso.
Oh, there's lots of chocolate too.
Yeah.
And the lactose is kind of evening out. This is a really nice stout. Very, very good.
Yeah. Would buy another 6-pack.
Would probably buy a 6-pack. I feel like if you had to have like a house 6-pack, like a house stout.
Yep.
Like Robbie Austin, we play our game of like, if we had our basement bar, like we've got friends who have this amazing bar and like they put all their homebrew in it. But Robbie and I talk about like if we could pick our perfect beer lineup and we can only have X number of beers on tap at any given time,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have all kinds of friends over who like different kinds of things. We always want to have a stout on tap, and of course,
Yeah.
if we can't be like Joel and get Gonzo, then I think that this is a pretty good stand-in.
Yeah.
So
That
I will
works.
want to let that one warm up a little bit. I've gotten
Yeah.
off drinking beers cold, so I think that
Yeah.
is going to be
yeah.
great in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
For
maybe
sure.
I'll open. We do have another one of those, so maybe I'll open that then.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for watching.
we'll be back for Christmas, and then we got a whole nother 6-pack in there of all of our mix of 6 beers we just picked up. So
Yes.
lots of Christmas fun to come.
Yeah.
Crazy, do the mumble like a crazy, mumble like a crazy, mumble like a crazy, mumble like a crazy, mumble like a crazy,
Definitely get caught. Oh, it's on camera. Yes, it'll almost definitely get caught.